Get Out. Get Out. I gotta be honest. When I first saw the trailer to this movie, I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, I thought it looked like a generic horror film that comes out in February. I wasn't buying it. That's when I first saw the trailer. So, but like I always say, I give every movie a chance, okay? And I freaking loved it. It's weird because my first theater experience with this was very bad. I think that's what made me in a bad mood. I really liked it, and the thing is, after a while, I started to think maybe this movie is a little bit overrated. But then after watching it a few more times, I'm like, no, I was completely wrong. This movie is very unique. It's different, and I like the style and the fact that they put like racism in the film, which is, you know, going on today, you know, in this country, and it kind of pokes at it a little bit. I like that. And I don't know, I just like the direction they took with it. I mean, to be honest, when I first went into this film, you know, I was you know, I wasn't excited. I was just kind of like, oh, let's just see what happens, you know. I think that really helped the experience, because you don't want to be spoiled by the trailers, and the trailers did nothing for me, like I said. But yeah, I was very, very impressed with the visual style and the characters, and yeah, just the whole premise. So, Get Out was released on February 24th, 2017 in the US. It is considered a horror mystery thriller. It had a budget of, it was like $4.5 to $5 million estimated. And then there was like a box office gross of $255 million. So it was very, very successful. It was very well received by critics. I mean, when this came out, you couldn't really find a bad review online. Whenever it says certified fresh, Rotten Tomatoes, don't even follow that. I can't stand Rotten Tomatoes. But this movie won Best Original Screenplay at the 90th Academy Awards, and Jordan Peele was the first black winner to do that. First black winner to win Best Original Screenplay. But yeah, you got Jordan Peele with his directorial debut. Comedian, pretty much, doing a horror film. And not to say that this movie didn't have comedy. It definitely did. At the right moments. Definitely. Stars Daniel Kaluuya, who is a black... He plays a black photographer in this. And he was in Kick-Ass 2 and Sicario. You have Allison Williams, who did mostly TV stuff before she did this. I think she actually did another movie, but there's Daniel right there, and Allison, she's covered up by the sticker. But you also got Catherine Keener right there. She was in like 40-Year-Old Virgin and other films. Bradley Whitford, of course I know him best from Billy Madison with Adam Sandler. And he was also in this film, Cabin in the Woods. He was pretty good in that film as well. You got Little Rel Howery, I think that's how you say it, as Rod. He was pretty much the comic relief in this movie. Caleb Jones. Now, he plays the weird brother. I think that's him right there. He dresses up in that helmet and kidnaps people. But he plays a weirdo in this movie. But here's the thing. I know I've seen him before. And I started to think about it. I couldn't remember the name, so I had to look it up. And I was right. Because when I started thinking, I'm like, that's where I've seen him. And I can remember the scene. Caleb Jones was in The Last Exorcism. He actually played a brother there. He played the kid who got his face got messed up, like cut really bad, and he was bleeding out his jaw and his mouth, and like he got cut really bad by the possessed girl. And I'm like, he just looks so familiar. He played a weirdo there too. So yeah, in this movie, he's just so weird. Like just his acting and his presence, just I don't know, kind of bothered me a little bit. But that's the role he was playing. So the movie, you know, it basically follows Daniel Kaluuya's character and Allison Williams, who are together, and they both go to her parents' house for the weekend. And her parents, you know, they live in this nice house, and they have, you know, a black, like, maid and a gardener. There's a lot of, like, racial stuff in this film, but it's not anything bad or anything we're not used to. It's just they kind of point things out. But they go there, and it's you know, Chris's first time meeting her parents, and so as they're at the house, things start to get weird. You know, Catherine Keener, she's into hypnotizing people by, it's weird, like she has this spoon and she like stirs her tea, and like it makes this noise, and it like basically puts you to sleep. And that's what is happening to him right there. He's falling into the sunken place. But she like hypnotizes people, and then what they do is they take you down in the basement, and they do transplants of taking someone's brain and putting it into another person's body. Almost like a body snatchers kind of thing. Like it's like a full transplant thing. Very creepy video too that they have to watch, and just to get some kind of background on who this family is and what they're capable of and what their goal is. But you see, like, there's all these like African Americans being kidnapped and going missing. It's because this family is basically you know, behind all this. They kidnap these black people, and you have white people bidding on them, so they can do this transplant by putting the you know, the white people's brain into the black person's body. So it's almost like the black person is like a vessel, or like you know like a shell, and you know, the people you transplant their brains over, they have full control pretty much over the body. So it's very, I mean, it's cool. It's a really cool idea. I do like that, and it just brings all sorts of different ideas that what could happen, or where they could go with it. It does have an alternate ending, and I do not like the alternate ending. I like the ending they went with here. You know, Rod, he is hilarious. He just says some really funny things. I am TS motherfucking A. I handle shit. Consider this situation fucking handled. So while they're at the house and they discover all this stuff's going on, there's a you know, good portion of survival, which turns into it's the typical horror, I guess, cliche, but it's not. The thing I like about this movie is that the main character is not stupid. He doesn't make stupid decisions. He doesn't do stupid things. He doesn't run upstairs when he should be going out the front door. It's not your typical stupid horror cliche. Okay, that's definitely what I like about it. So yeah, I think Jordan Peele did an amazing job with this movie.